You're welcome to my channel. In this video I'm cutting a flared skirt. The length is 40 inches and I'm adding 1 inch for the hemming and then ½ inch on top to join, to make it bandless or to join a band to it. So making 41.5, then I'll approximate it to just 42 inches. So this is going to be a full flare skirt, and that means that will be 180 degree at the front and then 180 degree at the back. So see the way the fabric is, then I'm bringing it halfway completely. I folded like a triangle, full triangle on it. Then I'm coming to this upper edge. My waist is 30 inches, then divided by 4, that gives me 7.5. So I'm going to look for where I will get my 7.5 plus ½ inch sewing allowance, making 8. Let me look for where I will get 8 inches. So I can get 8 inches here. I'm going to mark it, then see what it is from top, from the edge of the triangle. That's like 10 inches. So because I want it to be random, so mark 10 inches again. So whatever your own waist is, just divide it into 4. 10 inches, then 10 inches here too. Very good. So I'm going to check what is there. Yes, you can see I have almost like this 8. That's exactly what I need. So the next thing I'm going to do is to check the length. Now you know the length is now 42 inches. With sewing allowance included, I'm going to start measuring from here. I'm measuring the 42 inches down. This is where the 42 inches will be. Then I'll start taking it like that. 42 inches, connecting it with the ones I've done. 42 inches. Note that I'm already going outside my triangle. You can see this is where the end of the folding is. I've gone out of it, but don't bother. We are still going to join it. You just continue to measure the 42 inches with here. I'm connecting it with here. 42 inches here, connect it with here, then till I get here. Note where I started the measurement from. Here. So this is the edge. I have my 42 inches. Now come closer, you will see that I have gone out of the fabric that I folded with like, how many inches now? With like 6 inches. You can see this shape here. This is where I went out of it. That means that I need to add. You understand? I need to add. So what I need to do, this is like 6 inches. Just cut like 8 inches fabric. You understand? Just tear it out of your fabric. You understand? Then I'll join it with this place. So before I cut at all, let me go and join my 8-inch fabric to it. Then I'll now come back to do my measurement. Then I'll be able to cut out my circle once and for all. Alright, you can see that I've joined my 8 inches. I've joined it here. So if you have whatever the shortage that you have, just add like 2 inches to it. Cut a straight cloth, you know, a long cloth. Then just join it along the etiage. You know, along the selvedge is where the border line is. So just join your own straight. It doesn't have to be a triangle. You can just join it straight here. By the time this place is longer, it will be able to cover up for the deficit. So you can see that I've joined it. So I'm going back now to the top. So I'll now start measuring my 42 inches again, then I'll cut it out. So you can see now again. So I just want to double check 42 inches. Yes, here. I'm good to this place before. 42 inches. You can see now that I'm out of the serve edge, but I'm good because I've already added to it. So this is 42 inches. Then this is 42 inches. Yes, you have to bend though. If you don't have a big table, obviously you will have to bend. Sorry. Unless if you have a big table. Okay, now I have a full 42 inches now. So this means I'm good to go and I'm ready to cut. Yes, you can see now. Then I'll cut also the triangle at the top. This will be my waistline. So notch the midpoint. You can see that I have my 180 degree here. You can see that I have my 180 degree here. So I'll now use this to cut the 180 degree that I'm going to use for the back. That one will be fast. Just watch what I'm doing. You still have your fabric. I'll work mostly along the serve edge. This serve edge, that's where I'll work mostly with. That's what is guiding all the cutting that I'm doing. So I'm folding the remaining fabric on the serve edge. You can see I put the serve edge together. Then I'm going to bring my... Okay, now watch this ATRJ. I've folded the fabric under the remaining fabric. I folded it into two along the serve edge. So I lay the one I've cut. I lay it on it. I laid it on it. Make sure you have like 1 inch or at most 1.5 inch for your zip allowance. Trying to shift this one backward, so at least I can have 1 inch. You can make your own 1.5, it will be fine. Yes, somebody is thinking flare takes cloth. Oh, yes, it takes a whole lot of fabric. So, so I laid it. Remember, this is the folded part. So that's the folded part. Don't put the open edge when you want to cut this place. The back. Don't put the open edge. The folded edge is going to be where your zip allowance will be, because that's actually the center of the cloth. This is the center of the front. This is going to be the center of the back. Then this extra is going to be my zipper allowance. So this is the center of the back, as this is the center of the front. So you must note that very well. So I laid it on the fabric. Then I'm just going to cut it out, just like you are cutting a straight skirt now. You understand? After you have cut the front, then you use the front to cut the back. The most important thing is to know how to lay the fabric together. Make sure the fabric is double. You can see that this one is double ahead, so make sure it is double. Then what I'm doing now is I'm cutting. Once you know the positioning, I don't want it to shift. Once you know the positioning to lay it, you can, as you are cutting, you can be folding it. And be folding it and bringing it closer. Once you know the positioning, then the rest is simple. Yes, this takes well over 4 yards. That's why if you are using Ankara, make sure you have your 6 yards full. You understand? So this is the upper part. Let me notch. This is where my zipper allowance is. Then the next thing I will do is to mark. This is the front. Then these are the 2 pieces for the back. Then we now go and sew. You can see. Then this is 2 pieces for the back. The back will have the lower joining. You can see it doesn't have a joining. The back doesn't have a joining, only the front. The moment you know how to do the positioning, then the rest is very, very simple. So let's go and sew it.